another yoga class courtesy of Brain Body Breath Yoga. I am Alexis. Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we are going to be doing some chair yoga, and that means just like what it sounds, we're going to be doing yoga from the chair. So go ahead and grab a chair. You can do this in any type of chair. Just make sure it isn't a foldable chair because we don't want any accidents in that chair. Just a little note. And also, as with anything, even if we're in a chair, please make sure that you are taking care of your bodies and being kind and attentive. If you feel anything unreasonably uncomfortable, do a little less, breathe a little more, or skip it all together and just sit in your chair and breathe. That is still a great yoga practice. In honor of Fall Prevention Month, which is in a few days, September, we are going to be practicing a little bit of balancing. So we are going to be getting up out of the chair for a moment to practice balancing. If you're not ready to do that, then it's perfectly okay. I have a modified version that you can do of that balancing posture in the chair. So no worries. Go ahead and grab your chair and let's get started. So from here in our chair, let's just take a moment to look down at our feet and make sure that our feet are hip width apart and that our ankles are stacked right below our knees, or knees right above the ankles. Good. And then we're just going to sit comfortably in our chair. You can have your back to the chair. And then let's just start by taking a big inhale in. Maybe we bring the shoulder blades up to the ears as we do that. And a slow exhale out, releasing the shoulders down. Good. And let's play with that a little bit more. Inhaling big. And exhaling, imagining a sinking and a softening into our seat. And what we're really doing as we focus on those big inhales in and those big exhales out is tapping into our parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest system, and getting out of that sympathetic nervous system, which is the system that always wants us to go, 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 do, do, do. We're going to try and silence that little voice, and we do that by focusing on our breath. So let's start inhaling big through the nose and exhaling, sinking and softening. Just allowing that calm feeling to rush over you, inviting it in. Big inhale in and slow exhale. Maybe you extend that exhale, extend that calm feeling washing over you. Good. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale in and slow exhale, sink and soften. Nice. Last time. Big inhale in and slow exhale, sink and soften. Good. And from here, you can keep your eyes open, or you can close them and let the sound of my voice guide you. We're just going to get into our neck, our cervical spine. So on that note, let's take a big inhale. But this time when you're inhaling, I want you to imagine sending the crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Feel that expansion as you inhale, lift you up. Good. And then on the exhale, feel that sinking of your tailbone, of your sits bones into the seat. Good. And coming from that integrity of our inhale as we lift up through the crown of the head, let's take that big inhale. And then on the exhale, we're just going to invite some small circles into our cervical spine. Good. And I say small because we should always start things small before we progress, just to see how the body will handle it. And if this is all you need today, you can stay in this motion, just drawing those small circles on the ceiling. And if the body says it's okay, maybe you can go bigger. Good. And how we know if the body says it's okay is if we don't hear any clicking, grinding, numbness, popping, or tingling, or anything unreasonably uncomfortable, then maybe we can explore that a little further. Or maybe not. Maybe you just take those small circles and breathe through it. Let's change the direction of those circles. Good. Just feeling what's happening in the cervical spine. Good. Oiling up that space. Releasing some of that tension that we sometimes hold in the neck. Good. Big inhales in, slow exhales out. Nice. And From here, let's move into our shoulders. So just like we did at the beginning of class, let's take a big inhale and bring the shoulder blades up to the ears. Really pinch and exaggerate that motion. And then exhale, send them down. Good, let's do that one more time. Big inhale up. And slow exhale. Nice job. And then let's release that and just take an inhale, exhale, and let that settle into the body, or just feel and kind of take note of your space right now. Good. And let's move on. So from here, I want you to bring your awareness to your right hand. We're going to turn the palm of the right hand up. Take a big inhale and reach the right hand overhead. As you do that, I want you to reach for something up overhead like it's something you absolutely must have. Imagine sending your right rib cage, right side of the chest up, but keeping the right hip planted into your seat, right? Your seat is your roots, and we want to always keep our roots deeply grounded into our seat and lifting up from out of those roots like a tree. Good. So reach for something you absolutely must have. Good. And then let's take a big exhale and release. Good job. And let's move to the other side. If you're feeling anything in the shoulders, you don't have to raise your hand up as high. You can go to wherever you feel most comfortable today. And just practice that motion of lifting up through the side body as you do, wherever you are. Good. Let's take a big inhale, send left hand overhead, left rib cage, left chest, side of the chest goes up, keeping the left hip grounded. Good, and then big exhale, turn the palm down and release. Nice job. Now let's bring that all together. So awareness to both hands. We're going to turn both palms of the hands up. Take a big inhale, send both palms of the hands up, up, up overhead. Reach, retreat. Maybe the hands come together in prayer. Maybe they don't. That's okay. You can just reach the fingertips up overhead. Feel that extension and that lift happening in the side body as you reach, retreat, but ground the tailbone down. Nice. And then exhale, turn the palms out and send them down. Let's just stay for a big inhale in and a slow exhale out. Releasing and sinking. Nice, and let's move on. Going into a side bend with that same motion, looking at the palm of the right hand. Let's inhale, stand right palm of hand up. Good, reaching for something you absolutely have to grab, and then let's take the right hand and send it over the right ear as we bend the left shoulder down. Good. Sending right rib cage up and over. Sometimes I like to put my hand on my right rib cage just so I can feel that side of my body working. Making sure that I'm not moving from the shoulders or the neck. From the side body. Big inhale in. Slow exhale out. Keep the right hip grounded. Good. And let's slowly inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Nice. And we'll move to the other side as you're ready. Big inhale, right hand, left hand goes up overhead. Nice. And then big exhale, we find our side bend. And again, if this is too much on the shoulders, you can keep the hands planted on your thighs and just drop the shoulder down to the right. So your body, your choice. Be kind and attentive and responsive to what the body's telling you. Big inhale in. Maybe you put your hand on the left rib cage just to feel it working. Slow exhale. Good, and then let's slowly inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Good job. And let's move into a twist. So from here, let's take our left hand and we're going to place it on the outside of the right knee. Good. And then we're going to take our right hand and reach it up overhead just like we've been practicing. Reaching for something we absolutely have to grab. And then on the exhale, we're going to twist by taking the right rib cage, taking the right hand and reaching it behind us, and then dropping the right hand to the back of your chair. Good. And you can use the left hand that's planted on the outside of your right knee as kind of an anchor to help assist you in that twist. Good. Rolling the shoulder blades back and down, lifting up through the crown of the head. press the left rib cage back as we gently press the right rib forward. Good, relax the shoulders down. Use your inhales and exhales to find your space. Good, let's slowly exhale and release. Nice. And I think we're ready to get into some balancing prep postures. So from here, let's make sure that we are seated comfortably and stable in our chair. We're going to bring our awareness to our right knee, and we're going to play Puppet Master a little bit. So take your little hands, your little wands, and then on an inhale, as you inhale, you're going to imagine raising the right knee up, using your hands as little wands to do that. Good. And then on the exhale, you're going to extend the right leg, press the hands out. Staying for a big inhale here, keeping the leg raised, and exhale, lower. Good job. Let's do that on the left side. So here, even though we're in the chair, we're working on balancing. Big inhale. And as we exhale, let's extend the left leg out, pressing the hands with it, staying for the inhale here, and exhale, release. Good job. Let's do that one more time on each side. So the next time we do this, I want you to really feel how your core engages as you raise the leg. That's happening because your body realizes that there's some instability happening and your core wants to help you be stable. So go with that. Really engage the core by hugging those low ribs in so we can stay stable and balanced. And exhale, press that right foot out, extend the right leg. Stay for the inhale here, you got this. And then exhale, lower. Good. And if you really want to play with the difference of that, you can try to do this without engaging your core and see how different that feels. Well, let's go to the other side one more time. Big inhale in. Slow exhale, play Puppet Master. Press that leg out, extend the left leg. Stay for the inhale and exhale. Release. Nice. And let's just stay. Let that all sink into the body. Whether you're in the chair or standing, balancing brings up a lot of things. So let's just take some time to just let that sink into, and then away from the body, let it all go. Big inhale in. Slow, compassionate, calming exhale out. Nice. And we're going to move to our standing balancing posture. So as promised, if you're not ready to get up and stand, you do not have to do that. Definitely stay where you feel safest and most comfortable, and we can work up to that. If you want to stay seated, we're going to do the same motion standing. The seated version of that posture is just to raise the knee and practice engaging your core and finding a focal point to help you stay balanced. And that's it, right? Pretty simple. Good. So let's get up and stand if we're ready. So you can meet me standing. I'm going to come to the side of my chair. And we're just going to grip the back of the chair. So we're going to take our left hip and bring it next to our chair. Good. And then we're going to use our left hand for stability. So we're not just totally relying on ourselves to balance. Now we're going to work up to that in time. Good. So from here, I want you to just slightly shift your weight to your left foot, left side body. Good. And as you do that, let's imagine not just kind of like hanging out in the hip as we shift our weight like we're waiting on something to happen. We're going to like really use our muscles to help us shift our weight. So I'll actually come forward so you can see that. So the difference is this to this, right? So my leg is still straight, my hip isn't popped out. I'm imagining sucking my hip muscle into the socket, engaging the leg muscles to keep that leg strong rather than just hanging out. Cool. All right, so let's workshop that, and if all that sounds like mumbo jumbo, just forget about it and, just breathe through it and just play with the balancing. That's just little things to remember as you progress in your practice. So let's practice stepping heavy onto the left foot, left side. Maybe we're working on engaging those muscles our glute need to help us bring that hip socket back into place. Gripping the back of the chair, we're just going to slowly inhale and raise the right knee up. Good. Nice. Keeping a nice 90-degree angle with the knee. The right foot is flat. are engaging our core to help us stand upright. Finding a focal point, even if it's me on the camera, I support you in your practice, even though I can't see you. Good. And let's practice that. I know we're feeling a lot of things happening. We have our chair for support, so you're perfectly okay. We're just going to stay here for 2 breaths. Big inhale in, slow exhale. You got this. Good. One more big inhale in, slow exhale out. Keep that core engaged. Nice. And then exhale. Slowly release that leg. Good job. Let's shake it out. Release it. Paddle it out. And then we'll move to the other side. So let's go to the opposite side of our chair. Good. So right hip is up against the chair now. We're gripping the back of our chair with the right hand for support. We're going to shift our weight to the right hip, focusing on engaging it and not hanging out if we can. If not, you can skip that. Just let it go. It'll come together. Good. And then as you're ready, let's take that big inhale. Raise the left knee. Awesome. You're going to feel your core muscles go on as you raise that knee because they want to keep you stable. So engage that, hug the low ribs in. Good. Stand up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Nice. Put a slight bend in that standing leg. 2 breaths here. We got this. Big inhale in. Slow exhale out. Whether you're standing or in the chair, one more big inhale in. Slow exhale. Good. And slowly release the leg. Awesome. And then let's shake it out, paddle it out. I always love to do this just to shake off whatever bad vibes may have come up from me feeling like I can't do this. It's not about whether you can or can't. We're just trying. Good. So shake it off. Awesome. Let's get back in the chair. We're done with balancing now. Good job. Nice. And then let's just let that sink into and away from the body. Big inhale in. Slow exhale out. Good. Whether you feel like you did a good or did a little or a lot, you still tried, and that's what matters most. So give yourself a little pat on the back, either imaginary or real. Awesome. And let's move on. Let's wrap that up with some cat-cows. So as you're ready, let's bring the hands to the tops of our knees. And we're just going to take a big inhale and imagine arching the back, rolling the shoulder blades back and down, opening up the chest. Good. And then on the exhale, we're going to catch our weight in our knees and round forward. Imagine separating the shoulder blades like you can send them out to your knees. Good. Tug the chin, the chest. Nice. Making a nice C curve. Good. And then let's do that again. Big inhale, big arch of the back, arch of the spine. Relaxing the shoulder blades down. Maybe we pinch the shoulder blades together even to open up the chest. And big exhale. Release. Nice. And inhale. Let's find a neutral position back in our